Once again, this is an opinion piece about recent things that have been going on. If you have any opinions, let me know down below. I would love to hear them all. Thank you. Alright everybody, welcome. This is the Mad Salvi coming here with what Dream has responded to, and these are some serious allegations that he had to begin with. I do not know why he took so long, but now that he's come out with over an hour and 20 minutes of a video, it kind of makes sense. There were a lot of things that he needed to process, a lot of things that he needed to get through, and there were a lot of just fly-by-night type of accounts. They were pretty much burner accounts that were saying a lot of things. They would pop in and they would leave. So that kind of leaves me kind of thinking, you tend to believe victims, but victims that can stand out and actually put their face out and their neck out to make sure that, things are substantiated. You're not just going to believe because someone says something, it's immediately true. You're going to investigate it. You're going to make sure that there's a veracity behind that statement, 100%. If there's no veracity behind that statement, then nothing legally can be done. Of course, in the court of public opinion, a lot of things can be done. You can really screw someone over in the court of public opinion just with saying anything negative. Like, especially what was happening with him, with what was being said about him and grooming and all that kind of stuff. It can definitely, court of public opinion can screw everyone over. And if it was proved 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was true, and, there were, reports to the police and legal proceedings against him, that is different. But this is all court of public opinion, unfortunately, and there is no way to prove one way or the other. There's no way to prove that Dream is saying the truth, except that he put out an hour of kind of more proof on the things. This is what kind of started it all. Amanda, I'm not getting the law involved. Supposedly the law was being involved. They're saying that the law was being involved, but as you're going to see later, Dream pretty much was like, I checked everything. He checked everything in his state, in the county, in the city. There were no legal proceedings against him. He even checked with sheriff's departments. He checked with police departments. There were no reports against him for anything sexual nature, anything at all, period. So if the person thinks that it was so veracious, so true, that they were saying, oh, we're going to get the law involved, why didn't they actually get the law involved? The law tends to favor victims, which is good. That's the way it should be. But it should always be innocent until proven guilty. And if you have the proof, go for it. Freaking knock him down. If he's a huge person that thinks he's going to be able to get away with this, no, knock his ass down. That's one big thing I say. Knock his ass down. If you have the proof, knock him down several pegs, get him in jail, freaking hide him underneath the jail, do that kind of stuff, But I don't know. It's just a lot of he said, she said, and that becomes a big problem. And there's, I'm saying, but I wanted you to know that your content makes me happy. That's supposedly what was going on. And he was going about things that the TikTok that she had posted before the allegations, and arrows point to messages that are not in her video, showing Instagram DMs with the allegations, meaning she accidentally showed that she deleted messages in between. Why are you going to delete messages? Why are you going to be deleting messages? By the way, I need to fix the actual size of this, but why are you going to be actually deleting messages if your statements are so very true and, it's absolutely no way that they're going to be false, no way that anyone could say anything otherwise. Why are you hiding your statements? Why are you... I mean, I would think more on the edge of Dream being the one that is putting everything through, and, Dream being the one that maybe he has something to hide. Because he's the guy, of course. As being as the guy, you're most likely going to have something to hide. But why is she, deleting these things? That's my question. And, he's putting a timeline, the things that they said, September 25th, supposedly things were being said, things were being pushed through, and it's kind of like, I don't know, trying to become a small streamer, you can read all these things here, and then burner accounts were popping out saying, oh, I have the evidence. The accuser did not have information from Jamie. The account of the video had been sent to was suspended a while back, and it seems that Jamie left the internet, private her accounts back in 2020. The problem is with that is that there's no way to verify the statements. If Jamie's no longer there, there's no way to verify the statements. And that in a court of law, luckily, I mean, if it were just, oh, I just think this and my statements can't be proven, then anyone could be put into the court of law and anyone could be destroyed in the court of law. That is, I'm glad that no one actually went through anything legal, since there doesn't seem to be anything behind the statement. One thing is true: you have to be very careful as a creator. Myself, I understand. Have to be very careful what you say to your audience, whether it be in YouTube or Discord or anything like that. You have to be very careful, because you have to treat your audience with respect. I try to do the same. I try to treat my audience with respect. I think he was a little bit too excited and too enthusiastic about getting friends and doing all that kind of stuff through YouTube. Once he got bigger, there were people, because there are always going to be people who hate you, who want to knock you down a peg. And I think this was happening here with all the burner accounts. So, never showed evidence of the Snapchat was from him. This is what Dream is saying in his video. Never showed evidence of who the Snapchat was to. Cropped context from the screenshots. All these things. Contacting Orange County Police Department tomorrow and get more information. Should get in touch with an investigator. Looking it up and other police stuff. Like, for example, there we go. He's checking. That's full slander. That's full slander. If people are saying all these things, he could sue them for slander. I don't know why he doesn't. I think one of the reasons why he might not be suing anybody for slander particularly is because, number one, that can be very hard to prove, but he has all the proof here. But number two, he's already got the court of public opinion against him. It's just going to knock him down even further. People are just going to be more pissed off. They're going to see him as vengeful, vindictive, and sometimes you just leave a sleeping dog lie type of situation. I don't know. I would absolutely go after people if I could. If I was as big as him, he said no reports have been made. If I was as big as this dude, I would definitely be going after somebody. Absolutely. Like, this is what the police are telling him. If someone's harassing you, then you can report them. But there's nothing here. And that if they actually had something that had a statement, was actually behind it, then yes, they would actually have something there. And according to everything that's going on here, no police department, no county police department, no nothing, no sheriff's department had evidence of anyone putting a claim or report against him. So what the hell? It seems more and more this was just a hit piece. Like, people were trying to harm him more than anything. And see, like, 87 Floridians, blah, 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 is going through attorney. He checked everything. He went to every single place. Is presumed innocent until proven guilty, of course. But there would still be something going on. There would still be some kind of proof of a civil case going through, of him being contacted by an attorney, something, and nothing. Zero. So that's harassment. It's pretty much harassment. And see, that's the issue, man. I think it's a lot of people just wanting to get him hurt, personally. That's what I think. I honestly think that, like, I'm not even gonna let this one get traction. Fuck off with the fake grooming accusations, not cool or funny. That's what he said in 2021. But that's all he was saying, and people, of course, are going to be against him because supposedly there was proof. There were all these people saying all these different things. But of course, they're all burner accounts saying these different things. And that's the issue. That's the big issue that I have. Yes, and then people were talking about his looks, talking about, what he was doing. And here's the issue that I have. Some people actually doxed him and swatted him and his family. This is BS. This is what this whole, like, there's a whole section of, people swatting him. And him actually, this is actually a photo of him actually playing with one of the SWAT officers a little bit with, like, Minecraft, showing what he's doing. And yeah, again, people were like, found his house. They found where he lived. They found where his family lived. They sent a SWAT team to his mother's house. Of all effing things, they sent a SWAT team to his mother's house, his family's house. That could have gotten someone killed. You know how I feel about swatting. I hate swatting. I hate swatters. They should be buried underneath the jail, along with all the other idiots out there. That is attempted murder, in my opinion. Because you could kill somebody. Because the SWAT team is going through with a call. They're coming because there's a call that someone killed somebody, or someone hurt somebody, or someone has somebody hostage, someone has a bomb, a serious threat, and they're trained to neutralize those threats with lethal force. That is what they're trained for. And that is why people SWAT, because they want others dead. And I don't like when people do that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There is no justification for swatting somebody. This is his actual house, man. It's very disgusting. It's always serious. And it's like XQC got swatted, XQC got doxxed, all these people got doxxed. It's very important. Like, what is he saying? He's saying all of this stuff. It's like believing victims is important. That's one thing I'm glad that he put in there. Believing real victims is important. It's very important to believe real victims. But the problem is when burners come out like this, when people bring out accusations that they cannot back up at all, a real victim would be able to back it up. A real victim would not care what they had to go through as long as they're the person who did the damage to them gets in jail. That's the way a real victim acts. So of course they're going to be scared. Some of them are going to be very scared. But if they have actual stuff out there, they're going to go for it if they want to. And it's up to them. It's up to the victim themselves whether they want to go for it or not. Absolutely. But like, don't, because of the fact you may not have legal standing, don't just go and go for the court of public opinion. And that's what I think. That's just me. He's in this position because he was a little too friendly to people. Absolutely. So he is in that position because he was too friendly. And of course, now he is going to not talk to people. And here's the thing. Don't engage sexually as a fan whatsoever. That's gross and unsafe. George and I are not dating. It's like, I've already had people with access to all of my accounts. They looked at everything that was going on. And that's the thing. That's the main lesson here. Dream, when you're a big creator, you have to be very careful because there's always going to be people who are going to be coming after you. You cannot let yourself... Always keep receipts. Number 2, always keep receipts. When you're a big creator, and if you're going to do anything inappropriate, make sure, like, not inappropriate, make sure never to do anything inappropriate, but if you're going to do anything sexual, make sure they're over the age of 18 before you say anything like that, mainly. Or if you're under the age of 18, make sure they're around your same age. If you're underage, make sure they're around the same age, and just don't do it. It's just too risky. There's a lot of things, like, just don't do it. My main thing is just don't do it at all. Don't, because there's revenge porn, there's revenge stalking, there's a lot of things like that. It's just a bad look. It's a bad look when you're a big creator to do that kind of stuff. It's a bad look when you're an indie creator to do that kind of stuff. And I understand things can happen. As long as they're over the age of 18, honestly, personally, as long as they're over the age of 18, I don't care. You can do whatever you want because they're consenting adults over the age of 18 fully. Boom. That's it. That's what matters. If they're over the age of 18, boom, do it. You know, don't go for like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old. Don't do that. Don't do that. If it's a kid, don't do that. Just stay away. That's all I've got to say. And I hope things get better for him because it seems like, yeah, throughout all this, he took too long to do it. Very true. But seems a lot of things are unsubstantiated. From what I can see, if anything else comes out to prove this wrong, then of course I'm going to do something about it. And of course, let me know about it. This is your Salvi, the Mad Salvi. Thank you for watching. These are just my opinions, remember. And if you liked my opinion or you had anything else to say, please say it down below. Of course, like and subscribe. I can only grow if you subscribe, of course, and I can only... The YouTube sees me as invisible until there's someone that likes, subscribes, and says something down below. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I wanted to make this kind of short, but it didn't end up being as short as I thought. Love you all. Bye-bye.